Hello, hello. Salam, Hame, Chetori? Everyone good? Yes, okay, great to hear, yes. Let me introduce myself. As she said, my name is Yari Jamali. My parents are both from Iran, but I was born here. Something about me, I actually attended Farsi school for 3 years, so thanks to that, I have the ability to read and write Farsi at the level of a 5-year-old. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but the problem comes when I actually try to read Farsi. Now, there's no like ancient Iranian secret on how to read Farsi. It's not like my dad will go up to me and he's like, Yari, you want to learn how to read Farsi? Forget about learning, okay? You grab a newspaper, pour yourself a cup of chai, you're good to go. It's like magic. No, I wish it was that easy. But you know, you see Farsi printed in all these newspapers and books, and someone with my skill level at reading, you just wonder, how am I supposed to read any of this? The text is practically invisible. It is so small, I need like a magnifying glass to read it. And I have 20/20 vision, so, you know, it's like, I can just imagine like the commercials too. It's like, call in the next 30 seconds you get not one, but 2 magnifying glasses for both your eyes. Great deal, I promise you. No, it's also like, oh my god, like the handwriting is a completely different matter. I get cards all the time for birthdays, holidays, you name it. And all I can think is, wow. Like, I think my relatives probably like prepare a cup of chai like while writing it, you know, it's like, oh, I have to write this card to Yari. But I get a cup of chai first, okay. You know, I finally get it in the mail and my parents are the one who have to read it. I cannot read it. And then when it comes to me, like, they read it to me, but all it looks like to me is, Yari, salam, chetori. You know, it's like, what is this, hieroglyphics? We're Iranian, not Egyptian. But you know, it's like, after thinking about it for a second, I feel like maybe it's not actually they're pouring chai while writing this. Maybe they're actually trying to be sneaky, like they don't want me to read it. I can see it now. It seems as if it's actually saying, Yari, salam, chetori. But what it's actually saying is, Yari, my son, your cousin, is way smarter than you. Unlike you, he will go to doctor school. Not you, not like you with your acting muzakhraf. And, you know, I can't always win when it comes to speaking Farsi either. You know, every so often I have trouble speaking it, I have trouble understanding it. I'm not perfect, nobody is. Even if your Iranian parents expect you to be. Sorry, it was too easy. But, you know, I'll just be at like family parties and there's all these relatives everywhere and they come up and talk to me. You know, it's usually small talk, but I appreciate it, it's nice. They come up to me and it's like, oh, Yari, how is college? Sucks. Oh, sucks. Okay, great. Yeah, anyway, more important part, what is your major? I don't know yet. Huh, you don't know yet. Okay, okay. Let me give you some advice. Become a molecular biologist. Huh? Great idea, right? None of this acting muzakhraf. But they're the sweetest people ever and I love them. But sometimes I can't understand a word they're saying. You know, they just come up to me, they're usually the older relatives, but I don't know, it's my fault, I can't understand it very well, but like they come up to me, they put their hand on my shoulder, it's like, Yari, شنیدم راجع به درست و میخواستم بگم که موافقیت کلام سالمانته پرداکس سامانته انشالله دنیا شما رو بوست میکنه و منم به شما بوست میدم. بیا بوست بیا. They could be saying anything and I wouldn't understand it, so all I can say is چایی میخوای? Like, I can't say anything else. It's not like I can be, excuse me, yeah, can you like repeat everything you just said? I didn't understand a word. God. But then, lastly, something I want to touch on is, I'm not sure if this is really an Iranian thing. It's something my mom does, but I don't know, I thought maybe it'd be funny to share it. We all know how, Iranian parents, they want the best for us, they give us tough love, they're really hard on us, but they just wish the best for us. Yeah. But sometimes it just seems like, why me? Like, it doesn't seem like there's any lesson to be learned. It's just, you're just picking on me. Like, okay, so sometimes, like, my mom and I will be in my room, and my dad is asleep, of course. And my mom will do everything in her power to keep me quiet. Her face will literally morph or transform into that of a wild animal. Shh! Socket! And if I make the slightest noise, no, if I so much as breathe, she just goes, Oh yeah, that's actually something I forgot to mention. Something I've learned by speaking Farsi is that there are just certain things you say that you can't really say in English. Like, you can't understand the full impact of it, like the power behind the statement. One of my favorite phrases is actually a friend of mine, his mom says to him, that's pretty funny, right? But in English, it's not the same. It just seems like a loser, like a nerdy guy, like that's the best insult he can come up with. And he's like, I'm gonna hit you so hard in your head and all your teeth fall out. It's like, you can't take that seriously. Like, who do you think you are? But yeah, where was I going with that? Yes, anyway, so my mom goes, shh, and it'll actually be louder than the noise I make. If any noise at all. My dad never wakes up from this somehow, but I don't know, like, I don't understand, like, what possible lesson I could learn from that. The only thing I can think of is maybe my mom's thinking in her head, like, okay, if I try very hard to make him quiet, it gives him discipline, and if he needs discipline, and if he gets more discipline, he will be disciplined enough to go to doctor school. None of this active muzakkar. But yes, I actually kind of went out of order. I'm gonna go back for a second. I lied, never mind. I have no more to say. Thank you, good night.